What's happening, gang? You are back live in the Secret Stash, hanging out with some cool local folks, talking about some cool local stuff. Jen, did we not do us a solid this week?
Oh, yes, I would say so.
Hanging out with Chris Brown, of course, co-founder of KaaBoo. This is the huge first time festival up in Del Mar, going down September 18th to the 20th.
Experience, we like to call it. Experience.
Yeah, seriously, we need to. You mentioned branding earlier, man. We gotta do you a solid. There's no way you can just call this a music festival.
Right.
I have a thing in my brain called music festival, and I will put you in that category if you don't let me.
It's weird. It has a weird connotation to it, right? The festival, and that's why I always hate. And I think about. I was actually walking out of from my parents' pool with my kids, and I ran into some friends. I started talking to them about what I was doing, and they said, one guy kind of said, "Oh, well, that's not that, music festival, that's not for me." And then I actually started talking about what it all encompassed, and it completely changed his mind. So that to me is the defining. You get put in this box, and that's the hardest part to get out of. When really, that's why we go to the word experience, right? Because it's much more encompassing than just dirty, crowded, loud festival experience where people are getting, wasted and, passing out. That's just not the deal.
You got like David Copperfield's an experience on one side of the spectrum. That's one thing, but this is definitely not a music festival.
Right.
It's not your mom and dad's music festival anyway. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, right.
And,
exactly.
That's maybe a good segue. So, Jen, specific to that, like, you mentioned the word experience. There's a couple different things you offer with respect to someone who's going to come out from September 18th to the 20th, right?
Yep.
What are some of those different options?
Yeah, it sounds like there are different levels of participation that people can participate in. So, there's still tickets available, right?
Yes. So you can participate in a ton of different, you can buy a GA ticket, and,
But you have cool names for all of them, don't you?
Yeah, so Hang Loose is our GA ticket. Okay. Our Hang 5 is our VIP, so that gets you increased access. It gets you access to some different lounges, and then,
for example.
Yeah, so we have VIP specific areas that are less crowded and have more comfort, kind of amenities.
This is critical for the multi-generational folk. Okay, I know I'm getting up there in my my high maintenance-ism, like general admission on the ground floor, getting bumped the whole night.
Right.
Cool when I was 22.
Exactly.
Now at 38 with a family, but so this is good. So then it gets parsed down, but it doesn't stop there, right?
Yeah, it doesn't stop there. So then we have a Hang 10 experience, which is our super premium VIP, and that gets you your own Hang 10 lounge, so you're not mixed in with everybody else.
That's where the chandeliers are at, right?
Well, yeah, there's chandeliers in a bunch of different places because we like those touches, but. So the Hang 10 is going to get its own, specific lounge. It's going to have, artist lounge access. It's going to have other, complimentary food and beverage. So you have a number of.
What does that mean, artist lounge access?
So so there's kind of industry artist areas that you can hang out in, and that doesn't necessarily mean you're going to, see every band that's there. But there is, there's kind of increased access to, various layers of where, certain people could be hanging out. So
Hang 10's not going to let you smoke a spliff with Snoop Dogg, but you might see him actually.
Sure, it's hard to say no to Snoop Dogg, right?
Yeah.
So I think Snoop kind of does what Snoop wants to do, and so we let him do that.
Yeah. Oh man,
that's my PC answer to that.
I so want to name drop with some of these guys, though, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Well, there's so many great artists that are going to be there. Snoop Dogg being one of them, and then you have your Ben Harpers and your Sheryl Crow, and
Ben Harper's a festival all by himself.
Right.
I know Ben Harper's a man. He's another one you could split it up with if you wanted to, I'm sure.
Yeah, the list is deep, right? And it's diverse. And that was the purpose, is we want people, when they look at, as you said, the font gets smaller as you go down this thing. We wanted people to continue to be able to go down this list and go, wow. So that you're not, a lot of these things you can run out after the first three lines of who the hell are all these bands. So we wanted to try to beef up the middle section of the, middle and the bottom of the lineup with bands that people know.
Brilliant.
That's awesome.
And we're curating it, right? So that's another piece of festivals, is that's what we want to be long term, is we want to be your curator, right? We want to be serving up. It's a great place to discover live music. We've got all this noise online, all this noise on Spotify. So this is a great way to go and see them. There's no better way to discover music than but you need to be standing in front of a band. That's the best way to get into a band, is to stand in front of them and watch them play live. And festivals are an awesome way to do that.
I love that.
Dude, Chris, you cracked the code.
Hey, we're trying, and it happens at all festivals, right? And so that we want to take a different approach, and we want to unlock that for a demographic that doesn't necessarily think it's for them.
But let me do you a solid though, and take it one step further. You do that at all festivals, but not like you're packaging it.
Right.
First, it's Del Mar.
Yep.
So I don't have to travel in the desert.
Correct.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Right.
Okay. Secondly, there's actually a way for me to sort of bifurcate myself from the general admission, which
Correct.
is not really the way Coachella works. Okay.
Right.
Right. If I want to see the guy, I got to go smash myself in to see the guy. Right.
Yep.
And so there's a way for me to do that. And you're also doing it so that I get like access to my favorite local beers, my favorite local foods.
Exactly.
If I get musicked out, I can go check out some dude busting a mural over in the side.
Exactly.
Like that's a totally different level.
Yeah, and the way that we divvy this up, right? So when you go on like our website or our mobile app, the way you kind of have these things parceled out is we have different experiences, right? And those experiences are first and foremost, we have the music piece, right, which we've talked ad nauseum about. Then we have Palette is our local restaurant, experience that's going to be really great, really dialed in, really local, and people are going to be able to sample different restaurants and different bite sizes.
Name
of
drop
food.
one or two from the local cats.
Yes, you've got Seersucker, you've got Herringbone, you got Puesto, you got a bunch of different restaurants.
I love me some Puesto.
Love it.
Yeah. Right. So you've got great local partners.
Brilliant.
And then we have Humor Me, which is our comedy activation, and then we have artwork is where all the contemporary artists will be, and they'll be not only live painting, but displaying all of their work, right? So you can go in and you could buy that work.
Now here's what's crazy. Now I'm gonna hop in on this. So you would think comedy, just kind of a side thought, like, oh, okay, well that'd be cool. We'll get some comedy guys, like, and maybe someone will laugh over in the corner, like just something kind of put up on a billboard. No. How about Joel McHale?
Yeah.
How about Lewis Black?
Right.
How about Anthony Jeselnik? That's how you say his last name, right?
Yeah. Yep.
He's hilarious.
Tig
Yeah.
Notaro,
He's great.
Eliza Schlesinger. Yeah, you've got a lot of great
Jeff
names.
Garland's
They're just great names.
Tim Meadows. I mean, this is insane.
There's
Right.
10 plus comedy acts, correct?
Right. 10 of them.
That's amazing. And really, these are all the best things that make up the tapestry of life. You have laughter, you have music.
Look at Jen
you
going
have
tapestry
art.
of life on you right now.
She is. Love this. That's exactly how it goes.
2016
exactly
hashtag.
All, yeah.
Do I get a little
Oh,
gold
hold
star
on.
for
You
that?
got, there you go.
Oh, yes. I'm so happy.
Jen's first point in the stats.
Right.
Just happened.
Right. Nice one.
Yep.
Getting deep. I like it.
But it's wonderful. There really is something for everyone. And it's going to be 3 days.
How's Del Mar Lifestyle going to approach this?
Well, we did.
This is right in your hood, girl.
Yeah, this
They've
is my
been
hood.
huge supporters. It's been great.
Yeah, thank you so much. We've enjoyed partnering with you and working with you, and you guys have been awesome too. So Del Mar's really excited to have you come into our turf and to be a part of this with us. And we did a preview in our August edition, just sharing the festival, and we did an interview with Brian Gordon and how the
Brian's your
festival,
partner, right?
how the
Yes.
experience, the musical experience, came to be. And we received so much positive feedback from our readers, and everyone's ready for this. So
Good.
we're excited.
And it makes sense, too, because it's palpable. Again, they're not just throwing something that you've been to before. It's a kind of a brand new thing. So it's kind of fun to
Right.
sink your teeth into the backstory of it.
Yeah,
Which is why
exactly.
we're so grateful to have you in the studio today, my man.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
So did we hash through all the stuff? So hang loose, hang 5, hang 10.
Yep.
How do people get tickets?
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's
exactly.
tickets
So
out
yeah,
there.
so what we did, we took an interesting approach to tickets where we decided based on the fact that we wanted to tap into this demographic that was looking for something a little bit different than what was out there. We wanted, and we knew that they were probably more busy, working professionals, may have a serious relationship, may have kids, just have a lot going on. We wanted to offer up every ticket type possible so that you could come and check it out, right? Like, why exclude somebody? Because sometimes what ends up is these things can be, 3-day passes are on sale forever, and at the very end they sell single-day tickets. So we want to take a different approach. So we have 1-day tickets, we have 2-day tickets, and we have 3-day tickets. And on the 2-day tickets, you can kind of choose your different days, or you can buy Friday, Saturday, Saturday, Sunday, Friday, Sunday, whatever you want to do. And so we took a real flexible approach. So yeah, tickets are still available on the website, on the mobile app. You can buy them. It's coming this weekend. It's going to be a great time. So
What are the 1 day and what are the 3 days going for?
So yeah, so
hang loose.
125 for a single day. So what's interesting about that too is trying to price it, and you comp that against like a ticket, and somebody said, "Oh wow, $125," and you go, "Well, look at all you're getting."
No,
for it,
I'm
right?
not
You're getting
saying
a
that.
lot of value
Yeah.
for it. Well, I'm just saying
It's $125 just to go see Lewis Black in a crowded, nasty comedy club.
Exactly. So you're getting a lot of value for $125. So then the 3 days are $299, and then your VIP is $7.99, and then your Platinum VIP is $24.99. So that's what.
That's
and then at the
down.
gate, yeah. So and it's good to buy it in advance because you get the best deal, right? So that's the way that's kind of works is you get a good deal when you buy online and you buy in advance, and as you get closer to the event, ticket prices change.
So you heard him say it. Chris Brown hanging out with us right now. Real Talk Radio San Diego. Go to KaaBooDelmar.com. That's 2 A's, 2 O's, and it's K, right?
Yep.
So KaaBoo Delmar.com. And also do a little digging. Sounds like Del Mar Lifestyle. Give you guys a write-up on the, what did you call it, the preview?
Yeah, we did a sneak preview in August. And yeah, we just took a look at the event from kind of a bird's eye view.
Right.
And
yeah, and I mean, honestly, dig on our website, dig on our mobile app. You can listen to all the bands. You can build your own customized schedule. I mean, these things can be overwhelming, right? So you can go and build your customized schedule right on and listen to these bands and figure it out. So yeah,
so brilliant.
Love that.
And then the element of the curating part, that one got me, because I mean that's so true. Like with 80 plus bands. You know how much great music you're going to get exposed to?
Right.
It's almost going to be like psychological flooding. Like you might walk past like the next guy, but you're like, I don't know, I'm on my way to the next cool guy.
Right.
Like,
right.
So I imagine you probably have them like there's some strategery around that, right? Like who's going when and where. And
yeah. You have to work it.
That's
honestly the most complex. One of the most complex pieces is slotting them in and making sure they're not conflicting with each other, making sure the fans are happy, and so that's a complicated deal. But yeah, there's a ton to see. So
coming up, gang, final thoughts and maybe a little wrap up to make sure that you don't miss KaaBoo Del Mar local spot, first year. You got to check it out. Everybody's going to be talking about it if they haven't already. September 18th through the 20th. KaaBooDelmar.com. We'll be right back.